I would call this video the finale of Autonomous ergonomic chairs because I tested all the top 3 chairs from Autonomous. We looked at the Ergo Chair 2, we looked at the Maya chair, and now finally we have the Kinn Chair. And in this video, I'm just gonna talk about a few things I've noticed while using the chair for over a month. Also guys, full disclosure, I personally reached out to Autonomous and I was like, hey guys, can I check out this chair please? Because I thought it just looked so cool. Personally, it looked like those Herman Miller embodied chair. I'm not sure if you guys know it, but like the skeleton back design it has, no headrest. I thought it was just like super different from all the other chairs I've tried. So I was like, yo, let me get that chair. Now, with that being said, I don't have to sugarcoat this chair or say all nice things. I'm grateful that Autonomous sent this out for me to review for free, but there's still a few things I like and dislike about this chair, and who would I be not to tell you guys that? Also, if you want to purchase this chair, you could use my discount code Shevon 8 off at checkout, and I'll leave links down below in the description for you. And also, this code works for anything on the website, so yeah, thank me later. The unboxing process was very smooth, and I got all the accessories needed to piece this thing together and to set up the chair. But to be honest guys, the installation process was horrible. It was impossible to fit the back of the chair onto the seat cushion itself. I did a few researching and found out a lot of people were also having the same issue. I had to literally call my cousin to come in and help me force the back of the chair onto the seat, and while he was holding one end, I used a hammer, an actual hammer, to knock the two pieces together while placing the screws in to secure the fit. It's crazy that you're paying $400 for a chair that ships with installation issues, but aside from that, I kind of like that the chair arms already came pre-installed, so now all I had to do was place the chair onto the feet, which was fairly easy. But yeah, the struggle was real to set up the chair. It took me around 1 hour to set up, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure if I got like a bad model or anything, but a lot of people, as I said before, a lot of people had the same issue when I checked the comments on their installation video. Also guys, if you own this chair, let me know. Wait, first, like, why are you watching this video if you own this chair? But if you own this chair, let me know how was your installation process down below in the comments, because for me it was just tedious, and I'm just 100% sure I'm not the only one who fit. Like, I've seen people on forums saying they have to return the chair because they can't set it up. So Autonomous, if you're watching this, please fix the sizing on the seat and the back of the chair. It won't work. Fix it, please. Okay, but if we look past the bad installation, this chair is really different from the Ergo Chair 2 and the Maya chair. I'm not sure how I really feel about it. The first time I sat on the chair, it felt really springy, and to my surprise, there's literal springs underneath the seat. Yes, actual springs. Since it's not like foam or fully mesh, after a good session I would start to feel my butt kind of getting uncomfortable. Maybe I'm just not used to it. I see what they're trying to do here, but to me it's just not the move. But I've seen a lot of people say they love how springy it is. It's super comfortable, so it just might be my butt that's having this issue. Now, one thing I really love though is that the back of the chair, it has this fishbone spine design that basically adjusts to my movements. It's crazy. It follows the shape of my body. I really feel the back support on this one. I would go as far as saying this is the best back support you'll find on any Autonomous chair right now. I also have almost perfect 90-degree posture guidance. It literally keeps me up. If you like to kick back in your chair, there's a tension lever that you could use on the right side of the chair so you could lean back easier. The back is also very breathable since it's mesh, and that's a big deal for me. If it's not a mesh back, I don't want it because leather backs just tends to trap so much heat, so this is a win right here. Also, as you can see, yes, there's no physical headrest on this chair, but Autonomous calls it adaptive headrest. I feel like the back of the chair is high enough for good support, but I'm 6'2", so my neck passes their so-called headrest by far. But if you actually like to rest your head on like a physical headrest while working or gaming, then this is not the chair for you. There's also no footrest option for this chair, so if you want to kick up your feet, you have to get the Maya chair for that one, or kick it up on your desk like I usually do. Now in terms of glide, the chairs to me glide super smooth. The plastic wheels has no issue sliding around on the floor. It also glides smoothly on carpet as well. But one thing I hate is the sound of the wheels. Like, just listen to this. Yeah, you hear that? It sounds like something is about to pop off, but it's just the wheels. Now moving down to the armrests, I find them super comfortable, way more comfortable than the Ergo Chair 2 and the Maya Chair's armrest. It also has a lot of adjustability, and that's always appreciated from an ergonomic chair. And here's a few. So let me just show you guys a few adjustments it has. It's not really a lot. We're gonna start off from the bottom. There's no way to lock the wheels or anything, but the wheels don't slide around like annoyingly. Once you have them there, it stays in place. So this is the old school windshield wiper thing you have right here, is to fix the tension of the back tilt. All right. So if I unlock this right now, you see I could just kind of rock myself in the chair. And the more I put this windshield wiper thing forward, the tighter the back tilt tension gets. All right. And if I put it back to the left like this towards me, the easier it is to put all my body weight and keep it here. All right. Like my body weight could just keep myself right here. You know what I mean? But if the tilt tension is stronger, it's gonna take a lot of force for me to push this back. So yeah, that's the tilt tension. Another lever we have right here is the gas sprout, which is right beside the tilt tension. So if you hold this down, you go all the way down here. And this is the lowest it gets. And as I said before, I'm 6'2", so you can see it's kind of uncomfortable for me here. I wish the chair even went a little bit higher because, yeah, my legs just feel super uncomfortable sometimes. But yeah, that's the gas sprout. We also have another adjustment here, which is to increase or decrease the depth of the seat. So if you have long thighs, like me, for example, you could push the seat out somewhere, like so, as you guys can see. And if you have shorter thighs or your thighs not that long, you just, boom, the seat goes all the way back here. So I usually keep mine out to the max because that's most comfortable for me. So taking a look on the left side, this is where you have the lock-in mechanism for the recline. So right now it's fully unlocked, so I could recline all the way back, or I could lock it right here. And as you guys can see, I can't go back anymore. And you could also lock it in certain areas, like I could keep it locked right here, or lean all the way back and lock it down here, as you guys can see. So if you just want to kick your feet up, chill. Isn't this impressive how it could just hold my body weight like this? Feels like it's about to, I'm about to fall over, but it's strong enough to just hold me up. That's pretty impressive. And the last set of adjustments we have, guys, is the armrest. So for the armrest, it's pretty basic. Left, right, up and down. That's all. So you actually have this lever under here that you press. So once you press this lever, you could lock this into any position, any increment, and it just stays in place. So yeah, also very soft. But yeah, that's it for the armrest and basically all the adjustments of this chair. But yeah, overall, I love this chair. It looks really premium and would fit in any desk setup perfectly. They have a lot of different color options you could go for as well. Like you could come up with different combination without the mesh if you want to just have the TPE plastic. They both look good in my opinion, but I rather have the mesh fabric. So I know a lot of you guys might be saying, Shevon, where is the lumbar support, blah blah. But the way how this chair is designed, there's actually no real need for actual lumbar support because, as I said before, the type of design they went with this fishbone material, it kind of just molds to your body. And if you look closely in here at this section, it has this kind of built-in, like I would say, lumbar support. So in this section right here is very, very sturdy in this section. So yeah, overall I don't really have like a disadvantage that there's no actual physical moving lumbar support because the whole back of this thing just molds to your body. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know what you think about this chair down below in the comments. Personally, Personally, I like it. I think it's a very good looking chair. It feels good. My only two complaints is that the seat cushion kind of feels weird. I'm just not used to it, I guess. It feels good for the first 2 hours or so, but after that, like, I have to just give it a break. Also, there's no headrest. I think it's 3, and the installation process. That's the only thing. I miss my headrest, man. Like, I'm about to break my neck sitting on this chair. But yeah, aside from that, I feel like it's really good. It has the best back support out of all the other chairs I've tried. And yeah, if you want to pick one up, as I said before, you can use my code Shevon 8 off at checkout, and I'll leave links down below in the description. But if you want to check out the Ergo chair too, you could watch my video right here. Or if you want to check out the Maya chair too, you could watch my video right here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.